we are doing level 3 differentiation 2020 question 2D. Tristan from Bangare Boys High asked this question. A rocket is fired vertically upwards. Its height above the launch point is given by the formula h of t equals 4.8 t squared, where h is the height in meters and t is the time in seconds from firing. An observer at point A is watching the rocket. She is at the same level as the launch point of the rocket and 5 meters from the launch point. Find the rate at which the angle of elevation at A of the rocket is increasing when the rocket is 480 meters above the launch point. Alright, so this triangle diagram helps. So she's at A, so we are finding theta, right? Now the aim for this question is find d theta dt, isn't it? To be able to find the d theta dt, we have to use this h of t. So this is h. We've got to find the relationship between h and theta. That's the key. I always emphasize. So that's what you have to find. So see, h is given, so we can obviously find the dh dt. So then what? Times by, you've got to get rid of dh, isn't it? And we need the d theta. So what is the relationship between theta and h, I wonder? So tangent to theta equals h over 500, isn't it? So when we differentiate this, we have to make h the subject, isn't it? H equals 500 tan theta. So when we differentiate h in terms of a theta, we can find d theta dh. So find the dh d theta and then flip it over, right? So where do I start? Well, since I'm here, why don't I differentiate h in terms of theta? So that will be, so I will show you the formula sheet. So it says, so over here, when you differentiate 10x, it becomes a secant squared x. Secant x is what? 1 over cosine x, isn't it? So 500 secant squared theta, which is 500 over cosine squared theta. Hence, d theta dh equals cosine squared theta over 500, isn't it? Now, let's do dh dt, which is 9.6 t, isn't it? Right. So plug them in. 9.6 t times cosine squared theta over 500. Now, obviously, we have to find the t when h is how much? H is 480 meters, right? So that's what we have to find. And also theta when h is 480. So how much is the theta? So you have to find the 2. So should we find t? I think Tristan asked how I can get t. Right, so obviously you have to plug 480 into h, isn't it? So I'm gonna write here. So 480 equals 4.8 t squared. So t squared equals 480 over 4.8, which is 100, isn't it? Hence t is plus minus 10, but minus 10 doesn't make sense, so must be 10 seconds. So what we are gonna do, we have to plug 10 into t, and we are gonna find theta. So, well, that's easy, isn't it? So all you have to do is theta equals what? Tangent inverse 480 over 500. So use calculator. So make sure you have radian. on your calculator, right? Not degree. So 480 divided by 500. So I've got 0.765. So I'm gonna say, because theta is 0.765, so cosine 0.765 squared, okay? That's what you have to write this way, over 500. So on your calculator, you have to go cosine 0.765 first, and then you square that number, okay? So all you have to do is plug them in. So I'm gonna calculate cosine 0.765 first. So I've got 0.72 something, and then I square it, and then I divide by 500 times by 96, isn't it? So I've got 0.09999. So approximately 0.1. What would be the unit? So angle in radian, right? So, well, you could write RAD, radian per second, right? That should be the answer. Okay. All right. I will see you next time. 안녕.